women's 1 and the women's 2. Aleia Hobbs takes the women's 100, 10:83. It's a PB that was 5 years old for her. So big race, fast conditions there today. A lot of fast times. Richardson 10.85. Tiana Daniels getting in that Tiana Daniels zone 10.99 as we get closer to USA's. Yeah, Hobbs has run some fast times this year, so I'm not surprised. Remember that Richardson debut race when the weather was terrible, right? Hobbs
Yeah.
won that one in Florida. I mean, the first one. They did like a first round, and then everybody came back for the second one. But remember, Hobbs won that one. So she's a proven, 10-8 runner. So I thought it was a good run for her. Richardson gets runner up again, but then comes back and wins the 200, which I thought with that competition, I thought that was a solid win for her. Like we've seen how fast Tamara Clark um, has been this year. I mean, the time wasn't anything unreal, 22:38, but again, another productive weekend, I would say, for Richardson. And she talked to the media afterwards. Seemed like she was in good spirits.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about the competition, beating Tamara Clark is a good win. She's also had like strong, like think of like NCAA basketball terminology, like a good loss or whatever. She only has good losses. She hasn't really lost to anyone that at that level you're not supposed to lose to. The way she, finished ninth at Prefontaine last year, like that's
Hmm.
not what she
Yeah.
should be doing, getting last in a race like that. But she's lost to
Yeah.
Elaine Thompson-Herah and Aleia
Yeah.
Hobbs, right? That's it, right?
Hmm.
Maybe Terry. Has she lost to Tanisha Terry maybe
I,
this
yeah,
year?
I think in that. Yeah, I think in that first meet, she got like fourth.
Okay.
So I think
Yeah,
she was
she lost
she
to
was
Tanisha
behind.
Terry.
Yeah, but the consistency is there, which is such a key facet of a professional track athlete's career and their success or failure. You contrast it with, pre-pandemic, right? And you get 1075 at NCAA's and then not making the team at USA's. And I think in the 200, I don't think she made the final by the time we got to that race. So yeah, is it the 10 sevens? Is it the crazy times, the all-time marks? No, but she keeps doing what she needs to do to get on the team, which I've said since the get-go. Like to me, that was the measure of success was just get on the team, make that step to get on the team, make the final, and then I think all the pressure then shifts over to Fraser Price and Thompson Hurrah.
What did you think of her outfit?
Oh, I'm not the fashion person. I mean, fishnets, right? I like how she's mixing it up every single meet. I mean, anybody who's done any deep dives, the history of like FloJo, like kind of reminds me of that. Like the new outfit every single week, just sort of like pushing the bounds. I thought, like when I first saw it, I was like, is that going to make it difficult for her to pump her arms when she's running? But then once she
Yeah.
started going, it didn't. There's definitely, I mean, you
Cole,
could
put up
definitely
the
be
outfit.
more.
I put a photo of the outfit in the run of show, so you can see it better.
There's definitely a more aerodynamic thing to wear. I just remember. I think it's funny because remember, was it last Olympics or 16 when Nike came up with like the crazy speed suits with the little like the teeth on them that were like arrow blades or whatever they called them. Like this is gonna make them even faster, right? And then now you have people racing like this. So I just think it's interesting. I mean, I'd be interested to see if she does it at USA's.
Won't they have like uniform rules? They might try to like
Oh, okay.
mute
Well,
her pizzazz in a way, which would be stupid. Like
listen,
whatever. If you want to run with it,
yeah,
run with it.
yeah.
You're
No, yes, I
It's not
agree.
affecting
I think
anyone
it's
else.
cool.
Yeah.
We can't,
But
we
I did
can't like people always complain everybody's in the same outfit. Well, then you can't complain when someone like has a unique outfit. I think it's
yeah.
great.
I did think though, it looked like it wasn't comfortable. Like it looked like either like helped her arm go back and forth like this because it wasn't like attached like a full arm sleeve. It was like hanging.
Hmm.
So I was wondering
Hmm.
if that was like either like keeping her body locked in into a good back and forth this way or if it was a hindrance.
Hmm.
Like do you think
I did
that
notice.
affected her time at all in a good or negative way?
Listen, I know less about how fashion impacts sprinting than probably the average person. If it made her feel comfortable and good, I think it helped. I did notice. Did you see in the replay how there was a point in the race when she went from like one side of the lane to the other? Like she definitely drifted at some point. Like her rhythm got broke or something like that. I don't know if it would have been. I don't know if it was the defining part of the race because Aleia Hobbs at the end there had like a little bit of an issue as well too. But I thought there was a little bit of time lost there. But this women's 100 team's gonna be hard to pick. I mean, do you feel better about Richardson? Like, who do you feel the best about in the U.S. making the team? Is it Richardson?
Yeah, Richardson's my number one. Aleia Hobbs number two, and then three. I probably Tiana Daniels. Let's be honest. Put Tiana Daniels on the team. Um, yeah, I mean
So you're going with this
Richardson
three?
again. She's been consistent, and yeah, you have a loss here, but it's a good loss. She still ran fast. It's just
Yeah.
one race without rounds. You can't really take much from it. So um, I think it shows that Aleia Hobbs is making the team, but it doesn't show that Sha'Carri Richardson is not. If that makes any sense.
It doesn't show that Aleia Hobbs is making the team, but it doesn't show that Sha'Carri Richardson is not.
No, it shows that Aleia Hobbs is making the team,
Oh, is making the team. Okay.
but it doesn't show that Sha'Carri is not. It's like a triple negative. It works out in my head.
Yeah.
It works out
Yeah.
somewhere up here. They're both making the team, is what I'm trying to say. As for the order, gun to my head, I'll pick Sha'Carri, but hey,
Yeah.
also Aaliyah clearly can win because we literally just saw her win by .02. So
Yeah.
0.03,
Yeah.
whatever it
I
was.
mean, Terry's been running well though too. In there. I think it's very going to be very competitive, but that's where the consistency part comes in. And for Richardson, does she have the highest ceiling of anybody in this group? Probably because we've seen how fast she can go. But her floor this year has also been raised up a bit. Like she's settling nicely into this little groove. And again, with each race, just getting out there and doing it again, I think it makes the expectations more realistic. I mean, it got crazy by trials. Like people were just talking about the world record in the Olympic trials last year. Did you remember that?
Yeah.
Things changed so quickly. Things went from, oh man, maybe she can be uh, in contention for like a gold to like, is she the greatest sprinter of all time? Like it just took off instantly, and then obviously it changed so dramatically, not just with what happened to her, but the rise of Thompson Herah and Fraser Price. So I think the
Well, you know the reason
expectations
that
getting
happened, right?
because she got suspended.
No. Why everyone thought she was going to break the world record? It's because
She ran ten
she was a
six.
vessel for bringing in a large sum of non-track educated fans, which is a great thing. But people who don't really understand how fast FloJo actually was,
Yeah, but
and
track
I
people were saying that too, weren't they?
no,
I
track
have
people
a
weren't saying
memory
it.
of
It was fringe. I love Sha'Carri. She's the best right now. She keeps dominating all the races. She gets faster
mhm,
and faster and faster. A linear line just goes this way, so she's going to break the world record. I think that
mhm.
was the real
Okay.
loud thought of world record. It was from new fans being like, "Oh my goodness, I've never seen someone this fast. It's so awesome.
Mhm.
World record." The same way we always think Michael Phelps is going to break a world record every time. I know nothing about what it takes to break a world record in swimming, but I'll just assume, oh, you're the best guy. You're probably going to break a world record.
Yeah.
That's what we do in sports we don't pay attention to.